At Gog and Magog, on the outskirts of Jos in Plateau State, visitors once come for the height of the twin rocks and sweeping views of the city below. Today, the first thing they notice is white dust in the air and the tremor of distant blasts and scars from years of quarrying biting into a landscape many consider sacred. For the ICIR people, these rocks, locally known as Kukwasagbom, are more than geology. They are memory, identity, and livelihood.
Gog and Magog or Kukwasagbom was highly significant to our people. They were spirit because our ICIR believe in the Father, God the Father of the Son, and the Father is the supreme God. And we see the Son, this bright Son you see, is a symbol of Jesus Christ, based on the belief of our people. We believe in the spirits of our ancestors. Therefore, spirits were very, very significant, and there were spirits there at the Gog and Magog.
Demand for granite has turned the base of Gog and Magog into an active quarry, with each explosion shaving away more of the rocks and sending dust over farms, homes, and trails. Hikers now talk about the path that suddenly ends at excavation pits and grit that coats their lungs as they climb.
Well, I believe that if there is control, put in place to regulate the activities of the miners, activities of hiking will not be impeded much. The problem is when there is no control. Some beautiful structures, hills, mountains are brought low. It affects activities like hiking and other activities, and even the beauty of the state is affected. So, we will encourage that if mining of such nature will be done, we encourage that government should come in to regulate the activities of these miners.
Conservationists warn that as quarrying eats into the rocks, bird species unique to this region could move from least concern towards threatened or vanish entirely from the plateau sky.
For some birds, actually, they will prefer a rocky habitat, and you wouldn't find them any other place. So, for example, the ghostly mountain will only be found mostly around the rocky habitat. The rock-loving cisticola as well. So, if there are no rocks, you can definitely be sure that those birds completely will be misplaced or displaced.
Outdoor groups say quarrying is eroding not just the rocks, but a culture of recreation, fitness, and tourism built around Plateau's hills. Medical experts add that hiking here once offered a natural way to strengthen the heart and lungs. But the dust and noise now makes the hills less inviting.
Good, it's very good. It's heart-friendly, it helps you to lose weight, it improves your lung capacity, and it gives you a whole lot of benefit, burning of fat, just heart-friendly.
The quarrying is both a problem and a source of livelihood to locals who carve an income from the rocks.
For a while. I'm almost 30 years here. Well, it is what is helping me. It is what gives us food. When my children who are in school have needs, I pay for them. It is what aids me to mostly get things done. For fever, it does not go away because once the body shakes from working, fever comes.
The Gog and Magog is a very unique rock formation that stands at 5,500 feet above sea level, and it is part of the Jos Bukuru Younger Granite Complex. And the Jos Bukuru Younger Granite Complex is the largest younger granite complex that we have within Nigeria and Niger Republic. But one key thing that I want to also mention is that it's important that such rock formations, along with others, be preserved. Sometimes I'm saddened to observe that despite the huge potential of the geosites, geotourism sites that we have in the country, none for now has been gazetted by UNESCO as a geotourism site or a geoheritage site. So part of the job that we do at the Nigerian Geoheritage Association is to advocate, is to enlighten, through medias like yours, where people are very conscious, and then policy makers and stakeholders, come together to ensure that we push so that a place like that is preserved as a geoheritage site. Now we have 48 across the globe, those heritage sites. Unfortunately, we only just have, 2 countries in Africa out of the 54 countries, one in Tanzania and another one in Morocco. We don't have those ones that are well preserved here in Nigeria. But taking adequate steps through global best practices, we can preserve a place like Gog and Magog that will catch the attention of UNESCO. And I'm excited because last year, the UNESCO IGCP project, came to Nigeria, and there's now a committee. And so we're hoping that in no distant future, this site will be preserved. But that will also depend on what we do with the site.
These are the same environmental and cultural risk UNESCO weighs when deciding whether a landscape deserves World Heritage status, and honor Gog and Magog could one day qualify for if the site is preserved. Quarry operator Modes Nigeria Limited maintains that its activities are legal, that Gog and Magog remains outside its licensed area, and that the site will be rehabilitated and possibly turned into a recreational park after extraction. Plateau State officials echoes this assurance, insisting that the heritage is not under threat. The government reserve area protects the Twin Rocks. In an interview with journalists, the Commissioner for Works, Joshua Lavent, stated that the community has sold everything to Modes Nigeria, but they are now pleading that the company should step further so as to allow for more allowance of almost a kilometer from Gog and Magog. Responding to the site's visit, Kayode Oyefemi, a senior official at Modes Nigeria, said that the company's activities are legal, and as you can see, Gog and Magog are far off. There is a government reserve that protects it, and nobody has encroached on it, nor will anybody encroach on it. Residents remain unconvinced, pointing to abandoned pits across the state and a history of weak enforcement of mining laws and environmental assessment. They fear that once the granite is gone, the community will be left with dust, unstable grounds, and sacred landscape permanently altered. From spiritual refuge to training ground for generations of young Nigerians, Gog and Magog have long been part of the country's living memory. But as the blast continues and the dust rises, the question for Plateau and Nigeria is whether these sacred rocks will be preserved as a shared heritage or quarried away in the name of short-term gain.